This is Ultrakill, and it's one of the games that I have ever played. Hands down, straight up, just one of the games that I have ever played. Every single aspect of this game is beautiful. From its absolutely wacky, nutty story to its grotesquely beautiful stages. And the best part, the gameplay. All of it, it's just absolutely incredible. It comes together as this beautiful car crash that's on fire and exploding. I know every single one of you are sitting down, but you have to be like buckled up and have your diapers on for this one, because yeah, things are gonna get a little wacky. Ultrakill's story is absolutely, as I said before, it's insane, but I'm gonna dumb it down so that this video doesn't take up to like 30 minutes. Humanity was at war against themselves. This war would lead to massive casualties. Of course, being the coward meatbags we are, scientists began developing robotic weapons to fight the wars for them. But repairing them and powering them costed them a lot, especially when you're in the middle of a war. So scientists put together the ultimate weapon and the thing that makes the most sense, robots that could repair themselves and heal themselves using human blood. And that robot was V1. After some time passed, the war was over, and the great peace set it in. V1 had become redundant, and there was no need for unnecessary bloodshed, so they created V2, who was more durable than V1 and didn't need blood to power or repair itself. Humanity was finally at peace, and so what did they decide to do? They decided to try and research and find hell. All the robots that were programmed to kill during the war suddenly started killing humans again, until there was nobody left. Robots still being bloodthirsty though, they decided to break into hell and started killing all the demons and the souls there. After every single one of the humans they killed were sent to hell, and that's when the game properly begins. Now there's more stuff going on in the background, but again, I don't want to make this section too long. The game's story is absolutely insane, but to complement that is stages in the game that are just as insane. Ultrakill is not really the most graphically impressive game, as it's heavily stylized to look like older games. Games that have this graphical style are mostly called PS1 graphic games. Despite that though, Ultrakill still has some really cool level designs, and some really cool twists on Dante's Inferno's layers of hell. One of my most favorite layer designs, personally, is Layer 5, Wrath. In Dante's Inferno, the layer of Wrath is described as the fifth circle of hell. Wrath is a putrid marsh fed by the river Styx. The wrathfuls must fight anyone and anything on the muck, but the sullen, the ones who are overcome with fury, choke on their own anger under the mud and can do nothing else. In Ultrakill, when you first enter Layer 5, you're greeted with rain and an endless sea. But if you were to take a closer look at the sea, the water, you would find that there were limbs sticking out of the water. It's not really water, because if you take a look, it's just a bunch of piled up corpses. Like as Dante's Inferno described, the sin of the wrathful. They're forced to be stuck in that mud, in that muck, for the rest of time. Remember the Great War earlier? That's why there's so many bodies in the sea. It's because so many people have killed other people during the Great War. That's why there's so many people who are in here. It's all incredibly grotesque, yet kinda cool in a weird, disgusting, scary way. As you see these people suffering the consequences of their actions, being forced to be crushed by other bodies, by other sinners, for all of time. Another one of these awesomely cool design levels, I think, is the first layer actually, Limbo. In Dante's Inferno, Limbo is described as the uppermost rung limbo hell, is gloomy and dimly lit, visible but described as a hemisphere of dark. Dante describes it as like wandering through a wooded area, but says the wood, I mean the crowded ghosts for trees. Limbo is supposed to be this uncanny place, a place between heaven and earth, an in-between. The limbo layer is specifically reserved for anybody who has never sinned, but merit falls far from short, as Dante would put it. In Ultrakill, Limbo is seemingly at first a peaceful garden or like a forested area that's quite peaceful actually. Unlike the other stages where you're immediately greeted by enemies, there's nothing. It's just doors and trees and the sounds of birds. But if you try to walk farther away to see the tree line, it's just a screen, a TV displaying a picture of wilderness. And the sounds of the birds and the nature ambiance, that's just coming from the speakers that are located in each of the corners of the rooms. Everything is there to mock you, to fool you, to make you believe that you're free, but you're not. You're in hell. It's all just there to fool you. In the background, you've seen lots of gameplay footage of Ultrakill, but I've never actually explained it in the video just yet. Ultrakill's gameplay is all about shooting the enemy while keeping yourself alive. You can do this by going up to them, then killing them, which makes them explode into blood so you can heal. A minor, yet still somewhat important gameplay feature of the game is the style meter, located on the right of the screen. The style meter basically encourages the player to use different weapons and kill enemies in a stylish manner. Overall, Ultrakill's gameplay is just all about spilling blood, taking names, and other stuff. So I guess it's enough for the boring stuff and time to get to the fun stuff. The gameplay. Ultrakill is a first-person shooter, which means the gameplay revolves around the usage of your weapons and, other stuff to shoot and kill anything in front of you. That's why Ultrakill's gameplay is simple yet complex, because on one hand, all you have to do is shoot anything that moves. On the other hand, you have to shoot at everything that moves. Ultrakill is an absolutely phenomenal game with an absolutely crazy story, extremely fun gameplay, and some of the most well-designed levels that I've ever seen in a video game. Overall, it's just a ton of fun. This game would probably kill a small animal if you put it in front of the screen and just let it watch for at least like 30 seconds, but that's what makes it fun.